completing my double feature on Friday night, I went and saw The Apprentice while it was available in theaters. The Ali Abbasi directed film about the making of Donald Trump, played by Sebastian Stan. You've got Jeremy Strong as Roy Cohn. Maria Bakalova is a dead ringer for Ivana Trump. This movie is a fascinating watch. It's really a tale of two movies, and it's kind of split halfway through. The first half is you have kind of a naive Donald Trump kind of learning the ways of how to be a cutthroat, ruthless, successful businessman from Roy Cohn. And then you have the second half where Donald Trump is Donald Trump. We all love and hate. And he's expanding his empire through the 80s and seeing kind of how the relationships he has deteriorate due to the way he approaches every aspect of his life. The first half is far more fascinating than the second half because Jeremy Strong as Roy Cohn is outstanding. And the relationship between the two of them is so interesting. And his character kind of takes a back seat in the second half as the Trump character really becomes the focal point. I was talking to Todd about this. Todd didn't see it with me, but I was telling him, like, the first half, it feels like watching The Wolf of Wall Street if Matthew McConaughey was like at Leonardo DiCaprio's shoulder the entire time. And like giving him little, like, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. You got to do it this way. Let me tell you how to navigate this and this and this. That's what it kind of feels like watching Trump and Cohn interact with each other as Trump's trying to figure out how he's going to do what he does. And Cohn's kind of giving him the bait of how to do it. With the jump and the two different movies, it almost feels like you're watching Breaking Bad season 1 in the first half and Breaking Bad season 5 in the second half. And you skip all the development from 2, 3, and 4 that get you there. And I kind of missed that. All of a sudden, he was the Trump instead of being the Donald of the first half of the movie. And it was kind of jarring, and I didn't like how it just jumped. I wanted to see the development of it, and I think it would have been better off if you'd shown it. With that said, it is worth a watch. The second half also gets more into, like, really the main critiques of Trumpism and everything that goes along with that. Sebastian Stan, by the end of this movie, is like channeling something I didn't know he had in him and gives like one of the best performances I've seen this year. If anyone tops it, it's Jeremy Strong. Like, these two guys just own this movie and own these roles in an amazing way. The movie overall, for being a little disjointed, I'm giving it 3 stars, but these performances are worth seeing. And it gives some insight into potentially the most important figure of the last 10 years of American culture. So, yeah, 3 stars for The Apprentice. Did you catch this yet, Zach?
I'm not going to see it. The man has already ruined too much of all of our lives. I understand the movie is not sympathetic to him. I get that, but I'm not interested in it. I am intrigued that it is getting that the Trump campaign is seeing it as more Hollywood propaganda, leftist propaganda, which I guess is interesting and amusing. But good for Jeremy Strong and Sebastian Stan, though. I mean, they look the parts based on the clips from the movie.
Yeah, when I heard Sebastian Stan's playing Trump, I was like, wait, what? But then he has some very interesting choices in his roles. And
he played Tommy Lee. So
yeah, I know he played Tommy Lee. He played Galuli in I, Tonya. I mean, he's all over the place, man.
And he has another movie out right now too. A different man, right?
Oh yeah.
Adam's number 1 anticipated.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
So, anyways, I'm giving it 3 stars. It was an interesting watch.